Welcome to Clock It, where your opinion is what wins you the game. Today we are joined by our incredible contestants. You know them for iHeartRadio. Give it up for Kelly.
We in the building. What up, y'all?
What's up, Kelly?
We back.
I like the vibe.
Thank you. A little more festive, as you can see.
Yeah.
We're feeling good.
You're matching everything we have going on here. And he is our favorite baking realtor returning yet again. Give it up for Myk. Hey, Myk.
Hey, friend.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I am great. You look great.
You know what I mean?
You're looking very festive, too.
A little something.
A little something. Okay, we like to see it. We like to see it. All right, guys. Well, as you know, this game is just not about getting the answers correct. You got to know what you're talking about, and more importantly, you got to clock it. So give that big buzzer a hit. That's exactly what we'll be doing anytime you want to clock in and give your answers. So let's go ahead and get this game started with our first question. Who tops gospel charts more than 10 years after her death? Kelly.
Whitney Houston.
Forever Whitney Houston it is. What song of hers is charting at #1 currently?
So charting at #1 on the gospel charts, the streaming charts is Do You Hear What I Hear?
Oh, okay, boy.
Kelly.
Under it.
All
and
right.
then #3, she got Joy to the World as well. So she up there right now, y'all. She up.
Yeah, she's really doing her thing. When did she record her version of this song, Myk? Because we know there is someone who wrote it and originated it. But you know, Whitney always got to come through and put her spin on things. So when did she actually record this?
Yeah, I believe the first version was like in the 60s, but she recorded hers, I want to say 1987. So yeah, the year I was born.
Oh, was it? So that means something to you?
Yes.
That's why it's charting right now?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
It all
That's
makes
what we
sense.
do. 80 babies, yes.
Okay. Well, this song has been charting, as we said, one at #1, the other at #3. But how many weeks did Joy to the World specifically spend at #3?
Joy to the World, 47 weeks. Crazy. And then Do You Hear What I Hear? 54 weeks.
Which is wild.
Crazy.
That's insane.
But it's something when you create art and it becomes part of the culture, you feel me? Like, especially Do You Hear What I Hear? You hear that each and every holiday time, you feel me? Even outside of that. So when you create something so incredible and it has the back-end vocals of a Whitney, it's bound to be played forever. Absolutely
agree, hence why it is charting currently. All right, 100 points you have, Kelly, on the board. Myk, you're at 0, but we got more opportunities, so let's keep this game rolling. Which artist blasted the White House for using her song about cuffing season in a pro-ICE post? Kelly.
SZA.
It was SZA indeed, and if you do not believe that this came from the White House, literally official account, check out this, I don't know.
Not the remix.
This is so tasteless. Like, I have no words. So where did they post this at, Kelly?
So they posted this on Twitter, also on Instagram, Facebook, damn near everywhere so everybody can see it. So I completely understand SZA for being like, so you're gonna create this piece of content with my art behind it when I don't align with what you're doing here? Get it out of here, please. Get out.
Yeah, if I were SZA, I would do the same thing. But is SZA the first artist to speak about the White House using their song, Myk?
No, I know Sabrina Carpenter was another one that they used, but they're being very strategic because they already know that what they do is going to create an uproar. If it creates an uproar, then it's going to cause more media outlets, more attention to everything that they're doing. And they also was being very nasty with it by saying, I think they replied to SZA, what did they say? Something about thank you for showing, putting me out there more, something like that, bringing more attention.
Yeah.
That's what it was to the situation.
I think my mind is just blown that we live in a day and age where the White House is going on their social media and doing things like this. I mean, sure, maybe if this was something else, it probably would have been clever that you used her song. If it was like, you know, a Cops episode and they were doing a promo for that. But given the climate of what's happening in America, I think for the White House to be doing something like this is just tasteless, in my opinion. Well, Kelly, 200 points you have on the board. And Myk, I'm not sure what's going on today. You're at 0. But hey, friend, let's make a comeback for you, all right? Moving on. Next question. According to a new study, which sports teams fans drink the most during games? Myk.
New York Giants.
New York Giants it is. What was the goal of this study?
The goal of the study was basically just to see which team drinks more, which clearly it was me and Kelly's.
Oh.
Yeah, that's our team.
So you're a fan of this team as well?
You are from New York.
Oh.
I'm from BK.
All right, I hear you on that.
That's where
Kelly,
we
as
from.
we know, you are from New York, and this is one of your teams. How many fans did they survey?
Listen, they surveyed 3,000 fans, and mind you, this is before the NFL season started. So you're doing it around August, 3,000 fans who have different fandoms, and you know, they really try to figure out who drinks the most. And New York Giant fans, in terms of actually drinking during the game, 72% of us drink during the games, and 16% drink like 5 or more beverages throughout the game. And the Giants, you got 2 wins on the season. The season's over, so I feel y'all on that. I understand. I'll drink with you.
Okay, it's making sense to you. Roughly how many or how much are fans spending on drinks, Mike?
Well, you know, concession stand drinks are not cheap.
At
they're
all.
spending about $10 to $12 per drink, depending on the area that it's in. Some could be a little bit higher. But on average, if they're drinking about like 8 drinks, they're spending between $80 to $120 per game.
Which is wild to me because it's like, can't you get like a whole 6-pack for $10?
You can
Like,
get way more than that.
my mind just works a little bit different. I would be like, hey, we got a pregame at the house because this costs too much to drink at the actual stadium.
Oh, no, trust me. The pregame is still going on. They're just still drinking at the game.
So you're
It's
having
still-
8 drinks at the stadium and then also pre-gaming?
It's a whole thing.
This is a lot of drinking. This is a whole lot of drinking. I'm concerned for New York fans right now because this is a lot.
I'm telling you, it's because the season hasn't been going well either. That compounds it. I'm telling you.
Oh, okay. So basically what you need to say is
We
your
losing.
team need to get their points up so the people can stop drinking so much.
See, but it's not even that, because if you're doing well, you're still going to drink to celebrate. So either way, we drinking. How about that?
Drinking going on regardless, clearly. All right, guys. Well, Kelly is at 200 points. Mike is beginning to make a comeback. 100 points he has on the board, and this is our very last question in round 1. Who is entering their gaming era by becoming a character in a popular video game? Kelly.
Kim Kardashian.
Kim is leaving no money left behind. She is taking everything on the table. Is she new to the game world?
She's not. And people can say what you want about Kim K, but overall, just her business acumen and all that, she got it together. She's been in the, we see right there, she's going to be in Fortnite, by the way, a whole bunch of different skins that you can wear as you're being Kim K in the game that's coming out this Saturday. But then on top of that, as you mentioned, she's been in the gaming situation for quite some time. She had a mobile game called Kim Kardashian Hollywood that was live for 10 years, so she ain't new to this.
She is not new to it at all. Joining Fortnite, one of the most popular gaming programs, how is she able to incorporate her brand Skims into this all, Mike?
Yeah, I mean, as you see, she had different selections, so you're able to actually choose which skin that you actually want your player to wear, which is actually advertising her actual line. So I think it's a smart move.
This is a genius move. I mean, not only is she joining the gaming world, one of the biggest gaming. I'm not even a gamer, but I know what Fortnite is and I know how big it is.
Yeah.
And then for her to join this, not only join it and get coins there, but incorporate her brand, which I'm sure they have to pay Skims for what's going on here too. Say what you want about Kim K, but Kelly, she is a genius when it comes to getting this money.
She's been doing it forever, and it's one of those things where if there's an opportunity for her to not only sell, but also level up, put herself in some other eyeballs. Mind you, the demo for these games are much younger than us, right? And they're going to be buying the different skins, the different variations. I'm going to put this top with that bottom. She knows what's going to go on, so kudos. Very good.
And I'm going to make the assumption and say that this fan base and this demographic is mostly like men who play Fortnite. But this is a way to get a lot of the women over to playing it too.
Oh,
if you
yeah.
have a face like Kim Kardashian and I can switch up my clothes, like this brings a whole new influx of a demographic into this world. Don't you think so, Mike?
I think so too, but also to me, I feel like it brings the attention to men as well. Because men like to see their women in certain things.
Oh, okay.
So she's like, okay, if I can go ahead and get myself in front of another audience, because she already has the audience of the women. Women know where to go to see her stuff. So she's putting it in a different way. So like, okay, let me see if this actually catches on and brings in more sales. So men love visuals, so she's giving them the visuals in the way that they like it, and hey, I think it's going to work.
That's a great perspective, Mike. Who are some other big names that are joining this universe as well, Kelly?
Who's not in Fortnite at this point as well? Look at it like Eminem, Ariana Grande, you had Playboy Cardi, who just went live not too long ago, Travis Scott. It's a whole bunch. Mike's going to be in there soon, you feel me? Keep an eye out. It's going to be a special edition for y'all to download. It's crazy. It's crazy.
A lot of people are starting to join this universe, it's becoming bigger and bigger, and rightfully so. It's very popular, so why would you not want bigger names a part of it? Well, guys, that brings us to the end of round one of Clock It. Myk has begun to make a comeback, 100 points he has on the board. Kelly, you're at 300. Myk, you good? I'm just checking in.
I don't know, friend.
This is normally not like
It
you.
ain't.
Okay, all right. Well,
Y'all,
listen, we're going to
somebody
take a break. You drink some water, you get it together. When we return, these two will continue to battle it out for round two of Clock It. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Clock It, where Myk and Kelly are currently battling it out. Kelly has 300 points on the board, and Myk has 100. We're going to help Myk make a comeback right now, all right, and get this game started so he can get some points on the board. Who opened up to David Letterman about wanting kids? Kelly.
Nah.
Michael B. Jordan. Mike almost broke the buzzer.
Michael B. Jordan it is. How did this come up in their sit-down?
So this came up on David Letterman's show that he has, all right? And it's one of those things where he's been producing, he's been acting, and now he's like, listen, I want to get to the next level, next stage of my career. And he 100% deserves it, man. He's been working hard for years upon years, so I'm excited for him to get to that level and be comfortable to become a father.
I think it is time. He's a working man. I don't know where he will find the time, but nevertheless, I think it's time. What did he say he wanted to start with before having kids, Myk?
He said plants and puppies or dogs or something like that. Yeah. I don't think that's okay. If we look at it from a nurturing aspect,
okay.
Yes, because you have to be very delicate with plants. You got to know how to feed them. You got to know when to do certain things like that. But I still think it takes a lot more than that when dealing with the child, because the plant doesn't talk to you, it doesn't wake you up at night, and it also doesn't spit on you. So there are certain things. A dog too, you know, so you got certain things like that, but you also don't have to be as attentive as with the child. So I get what he's saying, but yeah.
Not so much.
Yeah.
Kelly, you are clearly a father of two. Is taking care of plants and dogs equivalent to taking care of children?
It's not equivalent, but I will say getting some sort of responsibility where you need to take care of something is definitely a place to start. Because if you can't remember to water the plant, to feed the dog by a certain time, I don't think you're ready to be a parent, all right? So it's a good starting off point, and I like where his mind's at. Plus, it's a lot less that he has to dive into because he's so busy. Because you already know once he actually goes down that road and the baby is born, you're going to have to leave all this behind for a little bit, my brother.
If we know one thing about Michael B. Jordan, he likes to work because we see him in movie after movie after series after series. So where is he going to find the time? Would Michael B. Jordan have to slow down his career in order to focus on fatherhood, Myk?
I don't think so. I think it depends on how much he wants to be able to do with your child. But the thing is, he has money, too, to be able to have the child be with him. I mean, there's nannies. I mean, I've seen a lot of people who were involved in their kids' lives still have a nanny. So you can have your child travel on the road with you if that's what you decide to do. But also, he's also in a place to where he can kind of pick and choose. So if you want to take a season off, he can. If you want to pick back up, he's still in high demand. So I think he has the opportunity to still be able to work and have a life with his kid.
I think it's all about just finding the new norm and the new balance on what that looks like and how it will work for him. Great point, Myk. All right, Kelly, you're at 400 points. Myk, you're at 100. Let me remind you,
Kelly, go
but
home.
I know you're going to make a comeback soon. Let's keep it rolling. Next question. Which political commentator said Stephen A. Smith gets paid to tear down black people? Myk.
Joy Reid.
I love me some Joy Reid, let me tell you. Do you agree?
Yes. Yes. Stephen is a nuisance to our community. I feel like, honestly, he's a plant at this point. And the thing is, he knows what he's doing. She made very valid points, and I agree with her 100%.
And if you want to hear those points she made, here we go. Hear it from the horse's mouth yourself.
I had to literally Google his numbers. I'm like, how many people listen to the show? Is it like 4 million people? Oh, wait, it's like, what, 500,000 people? Dude, that's like average CNN. That's not that high. They're paying you not for your numbers, my friend. They're paying you because you are willing to say the nasty things about black people that they want to say. You're willing to take their denigration of black women and put it in the mouth of a Negro. And because you're willing to put the denigration of black women in particular into a Negro's mouth, you now think that, oh, I must be a freaking political genius. But just be clear, you're not being paid for your numbers. You're being paid for what you're willing to do to us for white people's entertainment.
Ooh, tore him up.
If that was not a read, I don't know what is one. Do you think many people share the same sentiment about Stephen A. Smith?
I believe so, because you've even, as of recent, had Max Kellerman, who was his co-host on First Take, kind of tell you how it is behind the scenes, and it's very much the Stephen A. show. And for me, as someone who's not the biggest fan of the character of Stephen A., I will defend him a bit, because there's a reason why he's getting $100 million from ESPN. It's not just the ratings on TV, it's everything on social media, it's the podcast on top of it, all the other things he has going behind the scenes. And then also, he's put a lot of black and brown people on at ESPN as well, male and female. Now, it just so happens you're in sports, who's a predominantly black, field, I guess you could say. So, yeah, you're going to talk down on a couple people, but at the end of the day, you got to at least acknowledge that he's also helped at the end of the day.
Okay. Fair point. I love their points made. Myk, you over here shaking your head. Well, what we feeling? What we thinking?
I mean, I hear that, but it's like, how can you bring up so many people to tear so many other people down? So that's my point. It's like, to me, I feel like all that starts to kind of cancel it out, especially in the climate that we're currently in. So it's like, why are you doing what you're doing? So to me, again, to be able, I feel like you're playing the puppet. You're making this money. They're telling you what to do in your ear, and you're just like, yeah, I got you. So, yeah, I don't really agree at all what he's doing.
So
I've never been a fan of him, to be honest.
So you think it kind of washes everything out, to your point. I know a lot of people have different opinions on Stephen A. Smith. Even LeBron himself has an opinion on him. But I have to say, as of recent, he's been taking a turn and not being painted in such a great light. And it's all his fault based off the things that he's been saying. All right, guys, let's keep this game going. On to our next question. Which artist scored a multi-million-dollar mortgage deal for the headquarters of his clothing brand? Kelly.
Koiya.
Yay, it is. How much was the loan for and who gave it to him?
It's for $3.465 million, and it's like an investment mortgage group because of all the stuff, the anti-Semitic stuff he said back in like 2021. His business has been all messed up, and as you can imagine, probably went to all these different places like Chase, Bank of America. Hey, let me get a loan. They were like, nah, bro, we ain't rocking with you. So he goes with this investment mortgage fund. Interesting.
Yeah.
Very, very interesting. We may see something soon from Kanye if he's getting this money, and we saw pictures of, the roof being torn off. It looks like they're doing some remodeling. Can we expect some more stuff from Yeezy, the brand?
Absolutely. I think Kanye is another marketing genius. I feel like he places himself in certain things because he knows the outcome as well. The same thing that the White House is doing, the same thing that Kim K is doing with certain things. I feel like Kanye is using that same tactic. So I feel like anytime he starts dropping little things here and there, you ought to know this man has everything on the blueprint. Like, okay, this is what's going to happen. This is how it's going to happen.
Very strategic in a lot of the moves that he makes, even when we don't understand them. Kelly, you're at 500 points on the board. Myk, 200 for you. Let's keep it rolling on to our next question. Which politician is taking a clear side in a female rap beef? Mike.
JD Vance.
JD Vance is choosing sides when it comes to Nicki and when it comes to Cardi. He is clearly picking Nicki on the side of this beef going down. Do we think that our politicians need to be inserting themselves into rap beef?
Absolutely not. They need to be helping the people out, which they're the ones that's causing the whole chaos. I'm not surprised that he's doing something stupid like this, especially with what they're doing with the music. But again, very smart. What influences a lot of people? Music. So I feel like this particular year, they're taking the approach with a lot of musicians and rappers and people in our community that's allowing to have this influence, so that way they can have, I feel like they're hiding certain things, which a lot of things are done in plain sight anyway. But I do feel like they're still hiding a lot of other things, but I don't know.
To your point, Black culture is the pulse of the culture. So unfortunately, you have to insert yourself into things when you want to get the influence of what is the popular thing. Some people online, Kelly, are saying that Nicki is just trying to get in the administration's good graces because of what's going on with her brother and her husband. Do you agree?
I can 100% see that, though. You know, she had that speech at the UN where she's talking about, you know, individuals in Nigeria, the Christians, and what's going on over there. They're impoverished. I think it's a good cause, but you're also seeing her lean towards that way. And I think this was J.D. Vance's opportunity to be like, that black vote that, you know, Trump said that, you know, I love black people and all that. Yeah, we're going to dive right into that. And she opened the floodgates for just that same thing.
But doesn't J.D. Vance have bigger fish to fry right now, specifically in his personal life?
Listen, J.D., especially with women, you need to just back off because apparently, you know, you got a little bit too close to Charlie Kirk's, you know, wife or widow, I should say. And now there's trouble in paradise. Apparently, they saw some pictures of him and his wife kind of arguing on the side. So maybe you should focus on that, my friend.
I agree. J.D. Vance, focus on what's going on at home and stay out of the rap beef. All right, guys, embarking on our very last question in round 2. Who is spilling the tea about drama at CBS Mornings? Mike.
Gayle King.
Gayle King began to make her exit very political. She did not give too much tea, but she sat down with Sherry and she gave the tea. What is Gayle talking about?
Yeah, it's giving very much. Let me tell you what's going on at the office, girl.
Yeah.
So I guess there was, I forgot the guy's name, but there's been some arguments going on, some beef, and the guy, I guess, ended up switching different program times. And you know, once they start doing that, then you know there's a major shift that's starting to come. She's also mentioned political stuff that was happening before. So this is just showing, this is proving the shift that you were talking about before with a little bit more.
And it's like, girl, you tried to give us like a cute little, you know, exit, but now you sat down with your homegirl and you're spilling tea now. And we have more to come, I'm sure. All right, guys, that brings us to the end of today's episode of Clock It. And what do you know, Kelly is our winner. He is leaving here today with a Clock It chain. He is getting crowned yet again. I don't know, Kelly, you've been doing your thing lately. You were playing a little modest before, but now you are coming out swinging. That looks great on him, doesn't it? All right, Mike, as always, thank you for joining us here on Clock It. Kelly, it is a pleasure. And to our viewers at home, tomorrow we are right back here for another episode.
Yeah, pull up. Yeah, we in the building. See this?